Hey guys, and welcome back to my Agrarian Skies Let's Play series. Now, I've actually managed to take care of the lag problem with a friendly, helpful comment from one of the viewers. And Sylvis Ruin suggested that I replace the faucets on these tanks with Fluidex. Because something about Fluidex, maybe the way they render or whatnot, causes quite a bit of lag. And it has actually made a significant difference. Before, where I was getting a FPS of around maybe, I don't know, let's say an average of 24, not recording, I'm now getting somewhere in the range of almost twice that, just slightly above 50. And even while recording, I'm getting above 30 frames a second here, which is pretty good, actually. So you shouldn't be able to really see much of a frame drop at all, because the videos for YouTube tend to go up at 30 frames anyways. So yeah, it's a nice, but my lag problem is fixed, and you know, I always appreciate any helpful comments you just can give me, especially with technical issues like that. Alright, well, now that's dealt with, let's get on to something else. I might be getting a bit of lag from the display on these barrels, but it's barely noticeable. Okay. So, I have my redstone production up and swing now. It's not a ton of redstone, but that's because I just implemented my fast bees, and they really produce these combs a lot quicker right now. And I could probably get even a few more bees going because I just about have my imperial drones, my imperial bees as well. So I have excited queens, and they tend to produce these combs pretty quickly. It seems to go slow if you just sit here and you watch it. Oh, you see two popped in already there. But it is overall pretty quick. So yeah, that is exciting. And that means with all this redstone, we could finally start to automate some gelid cryotheum and really up the power from the nuclear reactor. So I'm going to get going on that. Oh, another user, Ghosty, recommended that I check the quest book, because I've done quite a few things that are now quest rewards. So there are some things I can claim. There are other things that I've done that I can't claim because they were added after I did them, so it doesn't trigger the quest. Let's see if I can find an example of that. Okay, I already got that one. I saw something. What do I go with the flow? No. Oh, I think it was under bees and trees, yeah. So I've made the bee analyzer, the carpenter, and the centrifuge, but I can't claim these rewards because I did that before this was even put in the quest book. I have alvearies, and I have these genetic machines. But one thing I can claim that Ghosty pointed out was under steel power, because I just completed that. And I can get the book if I do the manual submission. There we go. And I can pick a reward. I can go for yellorium dust or graveyard soil. And I think I'm going to go for yellorium dust. Graveyard soil is really trivial to make. Cool. And let's see what was in that rewards bag. Great, another rain muffler. I always play with the volume way down anyway, so that doesn't really help, but hey, that's alright. I'll just throw the yellorium dust. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that in induction smelter I have set up here, just to make ingots right away. And there we go. Okay. Is there anything else under that steel power? Okay, I can claim this because I've made all of those as well. So which do we go? You go for the scorched bricks or more graveyard soil. Why does it want to give me graveyard soil so badly? I don't know. I guess, well, you know, we'll just go with the graveyard soil this time. You know, scorched bricks are harder to make. We'll go with those. Yay, we got a bunch of bricks. What else did... Oh, another rewards bag. What's in this one? Ooh, Amarath stairs. Wow. That's gonna just waste space in my ME system. And some bricks. These rewards aren't really that great. Okay, what else is there here? Deep tank. I haven't made that. Heavy armor. Steel armor. I guess I could do that quickly. But why can't I go to this quest? Because it's saying this one has to be complete. And then you can go here. But I can't go there. Requires one quest to be complete elsewhere, but where? Maybe this unlocks something that you can't see right now? Or maybe... Can I... No, I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere else, some weird linking. I don't know. That's really strange. I have never noticed that before. I can combine more of these hearts. I'm not really dying, so I don't know what I need them for. I probably don't have quite as many lives as you guys, because I actually started this series before the quest book was put in. So, yeah, I didn't start off with quite as many lives as most people begin with, but that's okay. I don't think I really need them anyways. Okay, let's not get too sidetracked. Gelid cryotheum time. Okay, so what do we need to make this stuff? Gelid cryotheum. So we're gonna need the this stuff. That's the big thing, cryotheum dust. So I have tons of data being produced already from grinding sandstone. So that's not an issue. Now what I need to do is automate snowballs being pulled into my system, as well as the blizz powder, which basically is redstone onto a snowball. See, the one thing I don't know is how to do the automated liquid crafting. I know that there is a block from extra cells called fluid crafting chamber. And I'm pretty sure you put that in your molecular assembly chamber. Now, what I don't get is how do I program a program for this thing? Because I don't see any special block for that. Like if I go over to this guy, how do I put a fluid in here? That I don't get. So if I look up cryotheum and I look at the uses of this, right? So how do I put this recipe into that machine? Can I like click that in? No. If I pick it up in a bucket and I put it there, it just makes the bucket. So I'm really not sure how to do this. Yeah, if you guys know how to automate this with a pattern encoder, please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. But anyways, let's make a pattern for this guy. Cool. Now all we need to do is set up the blizz powder automation, because we have everything else going at the moment. Yep, okay. So to do that, we're going to need to basically, I'm going to set up a magma crucible just devoted to redstone, and then I'm going to put a fluid transposer beside it with an interface that will put snowballs into it. And this interface can also be used to fill other things with redstone, such as redstone conduits or energy cells. So that'll be pretty useful. So yeah, let's make these two items. I don't think I have patterns for either of these two things. So we need a pattern for a magma crucible. Nether bricks. Oh, yeah. I guess I'll make a pattern for nether bricks. Magma crucible, and each brick itself is smelting netherrack. So let's grab some netherrack. I actually don't have a lot of netherrack, but I might as well make the pattern for that, and then later on automate some more netherrack production. Well, if I need more. I might not really, so this might be completely pointless. Okay. Cool. Now the final pattern for magma crucible, because everything else, oh, actually I might not even have that. Okay. Well, whatever, that's an easy pattern. Okay, now the final pattern is I have all of these other things. Cool. And all of them but the brick. One nether brick, 4 nether brick. That's kind of confusing, but okay. This guy needs to go upstairs. These elevators are awesome. Can't even begin to describe how much I love them. Cool. So now we can get a magma crucible made super quick. And I'm going to make a couple of them, actually. Magma crucible. Let's make... Oh, we'll make 3 of you. Okay, and let's see what's going on. Oh! I don't have the block of redstone. Typing in block probably wasn't the best idea to find a block of redstone, but luckily it was right in the top here. So we'll just do that. Okay, and let's see. Is it smart enough to figure it out? It figured it out. What? Since when do you need steel? Oh, you know what? Okay. That's not good. There's 2 possible recipes for this. One using iron and one using steel. And when I put in the default recipe, it used the steel one. So I don't want to do that. I'm just going to have to do this one manually. That shift click thing doesn't always work. Some glass. On the downside, all those redstone furnaces I made were made out of steel. So that wasted quite a bit of steel, but that's okay. Steel's not terribly expensive anyways, it's just some redstone and coal and stuff. Okay. Yeah, but this one we're gonna have to do manually. God, I've messed up the... Oh no, okay, that's good. So now we'll have the iron pattern. And if we throw this in here... Why does it think it still needs steel? Machine frame. That's interesting. Let's don't sell nether bricks, copper ingot. Okay, I'm gonna have to just cancel this task. Okay, well, I made 1, which is really all that we need for this purpose. Let's make 2 more and hope that it doesn't try to use steel. Oh, they're down already. Cool. Well, it's nice to know that problem solved. Now I need fluid transposers, and I'm going to program that in a similar manner and meet you guys upstairs, and then we'll take care of automation in a second. Alright guys, I'm up here, I've got all machines made and laid out some power for them, so let's get going with this stuff quickly. So one of the first things I'm going to need to do is, well, make snowballs. But you know what, I might wait for that just for a second, and let's get the magma crucibles going first. I made 3 of them, but I don't know if I'm going to use all of them. We'll see. So I'm going to have 1 magma crucible there, just devoted to redstone. And then I'm going to have a fluid transposer beside it. Oh, why'd that happen? Okay, fluid transposer beside it with an ME interface on top. Okay, and I think I'm actually going to need more ME interfaces. I'm just going to make another one. Come on. There we go. Okay, and then 1 on the back for output. Cool. Okay, so this magma crucible is going to be told to continuously melt redstone. Now that I have my redstone production up and going, this should be really not that big of an issue. So we're going to want redstone on this export bus. And you know what? You just always export redstone. It's not going to start yet because it's not actually connected to anything. And that's coming in from the back. Okay. And then this fluid transposer will take in from the side here, take in from the top, and then export out to the back. Cool. And now anything that we put in here will automatically get redstone pumped into it. So if I put this bliss powder here, I will put snowballs here, and I will put redstone to them, and I can do the same for conduits and cells and whatnot. So this is actually a pretty useful little setup to have going here. Now the one last thing is I gotta connect the cables for these guys. So let's do that very quickly. I brought some ME covered cable for this purpose because I think I'm gonna start to move to using covered cable. Just because it might have a slightly lower lag because it doesn't have to render the graphical aspect. Sweet. Okay, it's all hooked up. Oh, and if we take a look in here, it should be melting down redstone and pumping it into here. So it's nice. We got that going. Okay. But that's not the last of it. We also need some way to produce snowballs. And I think the best way to do this right now would just be with a couple glacial precipitators hooked up like, well, I'm going to need to bring water to them, so I was wondering if I should divert this cable or just bring the water up around the back. You know what, I'll bring the water up around the back, I guess. Okay, so these guys are going to take water in from the back. Oh wait, these aren't glacial precipitators. What am I doing? Here we go. Okay, glacial precipitators. They will take water in from the back. This guy will be set to snowballs. This guy will be set to ice. I guess I could have done another one for snow, but that's not really necessary since snow is trivial to produce from snowballs. Okay, and they're going to output on the top into barrels. And then I'm going to have storage buses hooked up to these barrels. So you guys can see, I really like to use barrels. Okay. And what this is going to do is it's going to avoid dumping all this stuff into my ME system. I'm not really going to have to control it too much with other means. So let's get the water hooked up to these dudes, as well as I like to turn off all ports that I'm not using. Okay. And I'm going to hook this up with an aqueous accumulator off camera. And when I come back, we should all be set to start automating some liquid cryotheum. Oh, actually, one last thing I forgot about. We got to do something for actually producing the liquid cryotheum. So we're going to do one more magno crucible right here. And this one's going to be purely for cryotheum. So it's going to have an import bus on the back. That's a fluid import bus. And so I'm going to want to export out the back. And then I'm going to import on the top the gelid cryotheum. Okay, this guy. Can I make at least one? Okay, I can make two. Sweet. And then I'm going to need an export bus. Awesome. I have no real need for just non-liquid cryotheum dust. I can't think of any that I'm going to use it for. So I'm just going to have it all melt down here. Okay. And why is it? Oh, right. I have it all in my hand. Cool. That's interesting. Export cryotheum dust into you in the top. Oh, yeah, I didn't hook that up with an ME cable, did I? Oh, silly me. There we go. Nice. It made it really quick. You saw the graphics came on, and then it was gone. Okay, so like I said, aqueous accumulator off camera, and then when we come back, yeah, we should just be able to automate up all that liquid cryotheum real quick. So you guys want to see how my redstone production's going? Check that out. The centrifuge can't even keep up. So every time this goes and ticks, I get another redstone. So it's not so bad. And more beeswax. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this beeswax. It's I guess it's time to put it in a deep storage unit. And also make some more centrifuges and carpenters. So yeah, and with that I can progress that quest. But anyways, liquid cryotheum. We got to be making some more. Okay, so how much do we want to make? So we have 4.6 buckets here. Because every 1,000 millibuckets is a bucket. And we need 42 buckets. So let's take a look at the cryotheum. Okay, so when we melt this, how much does it give us? It gives us 100. So we don't need to make 42 of these guys. We got to make 420. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see if this thing is up to the task. I start typing 420. Okay. Cryotheum dust. Well, 420 minus 46. Oh, what? Okay, what is that? That'll be 380 minus 6 of 374. Okay. I hope I'm really not making too much. I think this is right. Because I need 5 times 5 minus 4 for each level of the nuclear reactor. Oh no. No, I do. Yeah, 5 times 5 minus 4 times 2. Okay. Begin. We'll make 18 right off the bat. And then start melting some down. And it's making more, and it's melting it down. And this number should pop up quickly and then be melted down. And you can see it's actually going up. So it looks like this is a success. We still have 350 being made. And this is going to really sap my redstone pretty quick. Okay, so while we're waiting... Oh, I always do that. I right-click on that display, think it's the liquid monitor. This guy. Okay. And then I have to program it again. I gotta move this display somewhere up high where I can't click on it. That's what I gotta do. Alright, let's return that bucket. Okay. So in the meantime, let's make another centrifuge. So we're gonna want a centrifuge. Oh, sturdy casing. I guess I gotta program that too. Sturdy casing. Centrifuge. Oh. Centrifuge. Encode. There we go. That was a pretty simple one. Okay. Only thing is I can't really connect it. Because if I do, it'll break my crafting job. So I'm just going to work with it manually for now. So I need the centrifuge and then some hardened energy conduit, which I'm still using in the B area. Eventually, once I get more machines here, I will switch it over to the other kind of conduit, but this is fine for the moment. I kind of want to put it there, but whatever. This is fine. Oh, I don't even need the conduit. Okay. So put that there, and then we're just going to manually take this stack and drop it in here. What? You should have... I am confused. Why doesn't this thing have any power? See what it says. Access control. Machines owner, batch 2. Get centrifuges hooked up here working just fine. And that's on the same power. Let's hop on. Yeah, this makes absolutely no sense. Well, whatever. I'll try to figure that out, let the cryotheum be made, and then when I come back, yeah, hopefully I should be able to show you guys the difference the cryotheum makes in the nuclear reactor, well, compared to water. Actually, let's take a quick look so we can get a screenshot and a good idea of what the water is right now. So with the water, I'm producing 1,500 RF per tick, and I'm using 90 millibuckets of fuel per tick. So let's see how that is with a cryotheum. Alright dudes, it is filled with gelid cryotheum finally, and let's flip on the reactor and see how it's doing right now. I actually lost almost no power from it while it was down out of service. Like, that's crazy. Okay, activate reactor. Oh yeah. That is awesome. So our energy production really went up. It's not quite 3 times as high, just a little less than 3 times as high. And our energy burn rate dropped not quite in half. So this was just under 1.5 before, now we're at 1.25, and this was 0.09. So yeah, we have, wow, what kind of a change in efficiency is that? It's probably about 5-fold efficiency. So yeah, the reactor is doing much better right now, that's for sure. Oh, went up even higher as the temperature increased. Nice, yeah, so almost 6-fold change in efficiency. And look, look how radioactive that is, 403%. So awesome. Yeah, we're probably going to produce enough power from this reactor to last us for a very long time in this mod. The only thing might drain this at this point is maybe the MFR laser drills. But I don't even know if I'm going to get to those because I'm producing so much ore as is. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Power system is complete. And I think the next thing I'm going to turn to now is a better mob grinding system. And really, you know, get a really cool mob farm up and a grinder, and maybe even like try to catch some peck and wisps and start with some farmcraft stuff. But yeah, I'm really glad all this stuff is taken care of. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.